and today we are having DJ Thrive with us.
DJ Thrive.
I got started with my younger brother. He actually got into music first, and I saw how he was really into it and how he would perform and have the crowd entertained. And so little by little I started learning from him, and a little short while after that I started to practice a little bit more at home, and eventually I ended up buying my own equipment. After I bought my own equipment, this is like during high school, I started doing a couple parties here and there. Then I went off to college, and then that's when I got a little bit more into it. I started performing in bigger crowds, bigger students. Just
It's exciting.
Very, very exciting. I really enjoyed it a lot.
And how do you practice yourself?
Actually, at home.
At home?
At home, and
Do you have the whole equipment with you?
yeah, I have my own studio at home.
Oh.
Yeah, so at home I practice, and when I play, I try to play like different genres, because every genre is different, and so you have to know how to get kind of creative with every different genre and know how to transition from one genre to a different genre. So you want to be able to do all that at home. You don't want to do it when you're doing it live, performing in front of a crowd, because it might not sound good, and you'll see the reaction in the audience, and people might sit down, and that's what you don't want.
So because of that, you also need to get to know all genres of music, correct?
Exactly. And that's a good thing about me, that I've been able to learn every genre just about in English and Spanish. And so I'm currently working for a radio station here in LA called Radio Centro 93.9.
Forever, who would have thought forever could be severed by the sharp knife of a short life? Well, I've had just enough time.
And I work with Ricardo Sanchez. He's known as El Mandril, and his show is known as El Show de Mandril. And I DJ with him on the radios from Monday through Saturday from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. And because of that, I've been able to grow more in the Spanish genre. And that's taken my DJ, my experience, to a whole different level.
What do you do while you are working on the radio? Do you play music, do you talk, or do you do both at the same time?
I do both,
Whoa.
and I try doing the talking part.
That's
I'm learning.
hard.
Yeah, I'm learning. But thanks to everybody there at the radio station, they've been very supportive. And especially my friend Calypso, she's also been very supportive, and we work together and try to, kind of learn from each other, and all that has helped me grow, because there's a lot involved when you're talking. It's about knowing how to go in and then out right away when you're doing a talk radio, as opposed to just continuous talk, because you don't want to bore the people. You want to just say something really quick and go back straight to the music, because people are tuning in because of the music.
And you have to grab the perfect timing to do both or talk or stop and then play music or stuff.
Exactly.
Right.
So for that, what we do is we play what's called a music bed. So when you play a music bed, it gives you a little break, just like an instrumental. It allows you to go ahead and talk for a little bit, whether it be a minute, 2 minutes, and then you go back into it again.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Oh, everybody just have a good time. I can feel this, and we gon' make you lose your mind. Yeah, we just wanna see you shake that.
Who would be their influences on the way you're doing the DJ stuff?
Actually, I've had a few. One of them would have to be DJ E-Man. He works for Power 106. Growing up, I listened to him, and I've been very lucky and fortunate to actually learn from him on one-on-one. So I actually started going to the radio station with him and learning how he would program his music, how he would go about, getting ready for a show. And little by little, I started taking notes, and he's still on the radio, even to this day. You can listen to him in the mornings as well. And I also learned from another guy named called Mr. Chalk. He's from the Beat Junkies, and he's very creative, and he actually makes beats out of the music itself. So you hear you'll be hearing like one particular song, but he actually makes it sound different. That's how creative he is. So I've been able to learn from those two guys, and those two guys alone helped me out a lot. And I actually also went to school for it too. I went to Scratch Academy, and there's where I really learned the fundamentals of how to become a better DJ, how to be able to read music and understand that there's BPMs and of how to be able to play one song and transition to, say if you have a high BPM and you want to get down to a low BPM. That's where I learned of what I needed to do in order to transition from high to low or vice versa. And that made me a better DJ, honestly, to be quite honest with you.
Those are more technical stuff. So what skills should a DJ have?
What skills?
Right.
Wow, good question. There's a lot of different skills. Main thing is learning the song and learning where to mix the next song, because you can't mix a song into a verse, and if you do, you have to be very, very technical about it, because it has to sound good. And then, so you need to mix it within the chorus, or maybe even a bridge. And so a bridge is something where like the song goes off into something different and it comes back into the actual song. So you have to know how to be able to know where exactly to mix it and make it sound really good. Not make it sound like, you know, like it's not going well with it, or it just doesn't sound good overall. Or like, you know, for example, like the voice over a voice, you know, a verse over a verse, like people talking in both records, it doesn't sound good, it's not clear. So you have to know how to be able to throw it in there at a perfect timing. Yeah.
Those are pretty like more details to pay attention to when we're playing music.
Which is really, really important.
Right.
You know, depending on what kind of DJ you want to be. Because there's different type of DJs.
So what would be they? What are the different DJs?
You see, you'll have your private DJs, you know, for private events, whether it be a house party. And then you have your club DJs. And then you also have your like battle DJs. And you have your radio station DJs. Each DJ has a different sound. And what I'm able to provide is basically all of them, excluding a battle DJ. I really don't battle. For that, you know, it's different. It's more like short mixes, like 5 minutes to 7 minutes, and it's just going really fast, transitioning, and it's a whole different level. I'm more into the private events, clubs, and then also, of course, radio, which is my passion. That's my passion.
In the club, party rock. Looking for your girl, she on my jock, huh? Now stop when we in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block. With a drink, I got to know. Tight jeans, tattoo, cause I'm rock, raw. Half black, half white, diamond now. Gang of money, open up.
Yo, I'm running through the like Drano. I got that devilish flow. Rock and roll, no halo. We party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm reppin' on a rise to the top. No lead in our Zeppelin.
DJ Thrive.
So you said you also did like clubbing and private event DJs. How's that like?
I treat all the events the same way. Perfect example. I also DJ for Universal City Walk, 5 Towers. I DJ for them, and I've been with them going on 3 years already. And when I perform there, I perform the same way as I would be performing at a regular private party. To me, there's no difference. I treat them all the same. And another thing about me, I don't consider myself just a DJ. I consider myself a performer. And the reason why I consider myself a performer is because I'm performing. I'm not just like, you know, playing a song, play, and then stop, play and stop. Now I'm hitting play, I'm mixing music, I'm having a good time with everybody, the crowd. I'm talking to them, we're all going back and forth. We're all having a great time. Whether it be a little party, like I said, or a big event like Universal Studios. So one time I got hired for a private event, and it was just a few people that were there. And they were really happy that they saw me perform the same way I perform everywhere else, because they thought, oh, he's going to perform differently, and I didn't. Because to me, like I said, a performance is a performance no matter how small or big it is. Yeah.
DJ Thrive.
get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab us in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit. Speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. Oh, body boy, plus way back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
How do you really get the event like everybody's cheering for you like that? As a DJ, it's a very important skill to have, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to cheer up the crowd.
Yes.
How do you do that?
That comes with a lot of experience and knowing how to read the crowd. You have to know how to read the crowd because you can't think I'm gonna create a crate, and a crate is like different types of, you're basically a playlist. You can't really put a playlist and think this is gonna work for that crowd. You have to, once you're there, you can have an idea, but once you're there, that's when you really determine, okay, I think this crowd is gonna like this genre, or either English, Spanish, and then you kind of play it, you kind of feel them, you get the response, and as long as they're having a good time screaming, yelling, then you're doing a good job. If they start walking away, then you gotta change it up right away.
No.
But you don't want to make it too obvious, like, oh no, you're not doing a good job. You want to do it little by little, like, okay, you see people leaving or not dancing, and then you throw in another song, and then you start seeing more people come in, okay, then you're back on track again.
Oh. Yeah. So what would be your most unforgettable experience?
I want to say one of the big ones, and I was a little nervous, was when I performed for the Latin Grammys street parties. We had, I don't know how many people, over 10,000 people or so, and I was on stage, and that was a little nerve-wracking because everybody was like so tight, nobody wanted to move, and so you saw people having a good time, but normally I'm used to having people dance and move and everything and have all this space and everything to be able to dance, but in this case, people were just standing and just looking like this. And I'm like, okay, how come they're not dancing, And it's because there's no space, and you're not thinking of that. That was my first time performing in a huge crowd like that. So then finally, with time, I learned that, we've had our private events too with Radio Centro, and now I see like people just don't want to lose their space because they want to continue looking at the artist that's coming up next to perform. And so what they do is just they'll move, here and there. But people in the background, they have a lot of space, they'll be dancing. But the people up close are just going to be standing, just looking at you. So it's something different to me.
So what does this job bring to you?
It's my passion. I love it. I love it. I actually have 2 careers on top of DJing. I also work in IT. And I love IT and I love DJing too. I graduated from Cal State Northridge, and I majored in information technology and systems and operations management. So I have two jobs. I have my day job and I have my night job. And so to be able to combine both, which is music and computers, which is what DJs use, and IT professionals, obviously work on computers, so on and so forth. To be able to combine both is what makes me happy, is my passion, and I love doing it.
Well, of course it's possible, and I'm gonna show you some tricks, not only with latest Pioneer players, but also with vinyls and digital vinyl system. Are you ready? Okay, let's start with why do we actually need headphones when we mixing? First of all, we need them is just to adjust the speed of the track to the same BPM, and second we need them is to set up a cue point, the point when we start in transition. So first thing first, how to adjust speed of the tracks without headphones? It's easy, all you need is to know the BPM of each track. You can code it and write down on your record, and you know the main trick here is that you have to play your set in the same sentence speed all the time. For example, I have 98, 96, 96 and 98, so I will play them in 100 BPM. For precising cue point on regular vinyl, you will need two stickers. One sticker will push a needle to the groove where your cue point is, and second sticker will show you position of the cue in this particular groove. So let's do this!
Party people, your dreams have now been fulfilled. Get your ass up and let's get ill. That's right, y'all. Get your ass up and let's get ill. Get your ass up and let's get ill. Get your ass up and let's get ill. That's right, y'all. That's right, y'all. Get your ass up and let's get ill. Get your ass up and let's get ill. Get your ass up and let's get ill.
Let's go. Get your hands up. I get your hands up. Everybody in the club, get your hands up. I get your hands up. I get your hands up. Everybody in the club, get your hands up. I get your hands up. I get your hands up. Everybody in the club, get your hands up. I get your hands up. I get your hands up. Everybody in the club, get your hands up.
Come on.
To all my people on the right.
Come on.
To all my people up top.
Come on.
And in the front, don't stop.
Come on.
To all my people on the left.
Come on.
To all my people on the right.
Come on.
To all my people on top.
Come on.
And in the front, don't stop.
Come on.
Drop a low one. Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling for that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up Magazine.
There is one problem here, however, you can't play the bar with sticker on it, and gluing all the stickers will take your time, like a lot of time. That's why I would rather use these techniques for competitions like DMC, or if you really need to impress someone. For other situation, I suggest you to use headphones, but keeping BPM and pointing stickers on your record. That will speed up your mixing greatly. Digital vinyl system like Serato, Tractor and many others is very popular because it's very easy to use, and actually it's the easiest way to play without headphones because you have your BPM information on the screen of your laptop, and you can preset up to 5 in Serato and up to 8 cue points in Tractor, which gives you great capabilities for your creativity, especially if you are using additional MIDI controllers like these cute Novation Dicers. Here we go!
All right. So thank you today for talking to me and let me getting to know more about this job, and hope you are doing better and better in the future.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.